Yeah. So you learn all kinds of stuff. Like just trying. I think the most important thing I've learned in life is this: it doesn't matter what the final result of the product you're trying now. The fact that you actually do something always leads somewhere. That
Yeah.
is something I've learned and I've treasured in the last, especially in the last year. I've learned that I've almost relearned that dealing with my phobia with drawing. It was a bit of a phobia. It's like, what if I suck? And then
Yeah.
and then afterwards, it's like, so what if I suck, right? You know, big lesson, and I think it's an important one going forward. I think this the beautiful thing about this time was, yeah, I got to grow, and I'm hoping. Okay, big question for you. What have you've had this opportunity? I mean, you've been a busy man. You've done a lot of great things. I mean, you did a lot of great projects you've been involved in. And by the way, kudos for you with your comic success. I'm really, really happy for you.
Oh,
I do think, dude, if you ever make it to the big two, the two books I want to see you do, Hulk. I want to see you do Hulk.
okay.
I would love to see you do Hulk. I think you'd have. Look, Immortal Hulk got made. Immortal Hulk showed me that you can do an old school EC horror comic and make it Hulk, and
Yeah.
it will work. It will work. You could do that. And if you were to do DC, I would be very curious what you would do with either Constantine. I think you'd have a lot of fun with that. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you'd have a lot of fun with that one. I would also, I think, if you want to go a little weird, but I think you could pull it off. Doom Patrol. I would love to see you try that.
So I don't know. Do like everyone's talking about Doom Patrol because the show I've never caught it. I would like to check it out. So I'm interested in that. I feel like you know me very well because Constantine does. It's not one of the ones that I would have picked right away. But then when I'm like, oh wait, he's into magic. He curses all the fucking time. Like this guy's right down my alley. Absolutely. I would have an awful lot of fun. You're right. I would love to do that. And Hulk is not a figure that I would necessarily go to right away. I think I could do a really good job. I would love to play with um, the Gray Hulk,
Yes.
Mr. Fix It. I would love to play with something like that. And I'm a big Wolverine fan, and I feel like anytime you get Wolverine and Hulk in the same place, it's just going to be something special. So I would probably use that as an excuse to bring Wolverine in, and even possibly bring him in and it not be a fight. How
Actually,
difficult, how much of a challenge would that be to get those two guys in there and not fight?
yeah, I would love to see them team up. Like an act like that, like an act like something that would actually unite them is, I think, more fun. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think it's way more fun at this point. I no disrespect to anyone that likes the Wolverine Hulk fights; they are pretty fun.
Oh, totally.
But I would rather see them work together because I think I like that idea actually a lot more. Because here's the thing about Wolverine, he's unbelievably clever when he's done really well.
Hmm.
Hulk is too, actually. So you have two really smart, clever guys that are maybe
Yeah.
coming at things a little differently. You could do some sinister shit with both of them. Like really sinister. No pun intended in Mr. Sinister. Like you could like that's not the team you want to see on the other side of you if they're pissed off and they've thought
Oh,
of
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like I would yeah. The more I think about
yeah.
it, the more I see
I
that.
would love to make them. Yeah, I would love to make them security for someone. They would be bouncers for a club or somebody's bodyguard or something. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's have some fun. They would be a pop star's bodyguard crew.
Oh my god.
Right? But
Oh
it's just
my
a regular fucking pop star who just has stupid money and asks them on. I think that would be a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff you could play with that. Totally. For
god.
you, who do I think I would love to see you write? By the way, thank you. That was really sweet of you. Um, I definitely like. So I'm one of those guys who, um, I want a comics career. So I
Yeah.
find all too often you see a lot of people, and I kind of want to slap them a little bit when I hear this. They go, "Man, one day I'm gonna work at Marvel," and I'm shut up, shut up. And the reason I'm telling you shut up is because Marvel and DC should not be your ultimate goal.
No.
Because I've seen far too many people go, yeah, I've worked with Marvel and DC, and you're like, well, now what are you doing? They're doing the same shit I am. And that's not an attack on them. That's just like Marvel and DC don't hold a lot of their talent. A lot of that talent slips back through their fingers and comes back to play in the same sandbox as the rest of us.
Actually, so this is a traditional publishing and comic publishing have this in common, and that's this: they're corporate. And I think people need to understand, like okay, even though, okay, there are some creators I want to see do books. So my personal dream product, like my dream lineup for people, okay, yeah, you doing Constantine, I want to see that. I just would love to actually fucking see that. I would love to see you do that with, actually, you and Mog would be hilarious on that book. For even
wow, yeah.
you guys would be awesome. Mog, that's my suggestion. Do Constantine with Chuck. I think you guys would have a blast. Number one. Number two, I want to see Fonda Lee do Ninja Turtles. I think Fonda Lee would do a kick-ass Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I want to see it. I think that's really good. I want to see Colleen Durant. I want to see Colleen Durant do. I want to see Colleen Durant do Superman. That's what I want to see. Like an actual mainstream Superman book. I think Colleen's got an incredible range. She can do whimsy. She can do really dark stuff. She can do dirty stuff, and she's good at all of it. And I would love to see what she'd do. Or even like Jack Kirby's Fourth World. I would love to see her do that. That would be amazing. But I'm a comic guy. I love comics. But the thing is, I also know this too. If I do have a dream a dream project for DC, and I have a dream project for Marvel. But they're not my end all be all goals if I do comics. My goal to do comics is my goal are actually the same goals I do as a writer, for like a writer and podcaster. I have my own brand. Like honestly, I've done a really good job establishing myself as a brand for the last 5 years. Even though most people know me as a podcaster more than a writer, that's fine. I have a brand. People know who I am, what I do, how I do it. I am not above, and that will open doors for me to, like, okay, podcasting wise, I might get in the HBO. I might get in some of the bigger networks for a while. Great. Guess what? My time will come, my time will go. And that's just the way it is. And it's true with comics, it's true with books. I get into the big five. That's awesome. I got 3 books. I figure at most 3 books, then I'm out. Right? Unless I do exceptionally well. And even then I still might be out. That's just the reality of the business.
Yeah.
Right. Same with comics. I might have this amazing run of. I'm gonna actually, before we go, what do you think I would love to do with DC and Marvel?
I don't know if you'd love to do it, but I think you would do a magnificently weird Doctor Strange.
I'd have fun with him.
I think you would do and I think you would just go like take it to some really fun, weird places.
Mm-hmm.
DC is so much more difficult because I don't know it as well. But I think you would have some fun with a lot of their weirder stuff, or even just like the bad Flash, like the Rogues Gallery, the Flash Rogues Gallery.
That'd be fun.
I think you would have a lot of fun with that, and because so many of those they're lame, but they still have this potential that people haven't touched upon because they're not looking at it from just that one right direction. And I feel like you would have that direction. You would pick up on one of those guys and you'd be like, look, Captain Cold could be neat. Watch what I do. And I think that you would be the guy to do something like that.
So I'll tell you my